Hey, welcome back everybody. So as promised, let's check out the persimmons today. So as a quick review, we've got 4 persimmon trees. We've got early Jiro, early Fuyu. Way back there is Nikita's gift. And also way back there is Saijo. So so far, last year, Nikita's early Jiro, Saijo, they've fruited. Nikita's gift way back there, it's hard to see. We'll go take a look in a minute. That fruited last year. This one has only fruited once, and it was the year I planted it. I think it probably thought it was going to die, so it was like, oh my god, let's quickly make a fruit because I'm toast. But it lived. It's doing fine. It's probably, I don't know, maybe 7 feet now. Actually, maybe a little bit further. So it's pretty happy. I was checking out the leaves this year. Look at that. Got some flower buds developing. I looked all around the tree. They're all over the place. So this is great. There's potential this year for early Fuyu fruit. So this will be the first big crop. Pretty excited about that. Yeah. It's looking like a nice little tree. It's got a good form too. I think Fukuoka said that they have kind of like a, well, kind of like a pyramid type shape. So they're working on that. So that's early Fuyu. This is early Jiro. Early Jiro had a pretty big crop last year, maybe like 20 or 30 fruit. So I thought this year it would probably take a break, but it looks like it's going to try again. And I read online that persimmons are like they have a pretty strong habit for going into every other year. But so far so good. Let's see, I think there's probably a flower bud in here. Yep. There's a couple over here. So yeah, that's looking good. I've staked it because the gophers are digging under it, and plus we have one branch that went way out, and it also fruited heavy, so it was kind of pulling the tree over. So I've staked it. I put a little fence around it because something's been chewing at it or pecking on it. And then since we had such crazy late frost this year, and also if you're following the weather in Portland, we had our first snow in 80 years. Got some like cold damage at the top here. A little weird. I wasn't expecting that since we have the willow tree kind of hanging over top of it, that you know, the apex of the tree would be kind of protected from the cold. That seems to be not the case. Everything down below was fine, although you can kind of see when you look at these leaves that they're all kind of like burnt a little bit. Definitely took some cold damage, but not nearly as much as the top of the tree. Those like basically burned right off. So I don't know, they'll probably grow back. It's a pretty strong tree. It's got a nice, it's pretty stout looking. So that's Jiro. Let's take a look at Saijo. And all of these trees are, I'm guessing, probably 2 weeks late this year. Later than last year. Here we go again. It's got some fruit buds going. Yeah, they're all over the place. This is awesome. So I'm looking forward to, another nice Saijo crop, potentially. Don't want to count our fruit before they've ripened. This is looking like, this is probably, I don't know, 9-foot tree. It's getting pretty big now. So it's got plenty of energy. I did the same thing to this one. I've put some little fences around it. Something, probably a woodpecker or something. I don't know what's going on. Something is pecking at it or scratching it or something. And I don't want it to kill one of the main central leaders. It's looking pretty good. We might, I want to say might, we might get enough fruit this year that we won't have to purchase any for hoshigaki. That would be cool. Looks like this one's not going to fruit. But there are a lot of fruit buds on it. Especially in these branches that are horizontal. The permaculture orchard guy was saying that all the branches that are kind of like all the branches that are not going vertical, the ones that are horizontal like this, they want to fruit more. And I believe him. He has way more experience than I do. And it looks like that's probably the case, especially on the pears and the apples. I've noticed that. So that's Saijo. It's looking really nice. And then let's go take a look at Nikita's gift. And I think since Nikita's gift was bred in Crimea, it is, a little bit more, probably takes a little bit more cold to break it out of dormancy. So it's still it's got tight buds on it still. Here's Nikita's gift from the Nikita Botanic Institute. And yeah, this one hasn't, it's broken dormancy, but it hasn't leafed out yet. But this thing's kind of doing the same thing that Saijo's doing. It has 2 central leaders. I don't know how I managed to do that, but I haven't pruned these at all, so maybe that's the reason. I could take one and just pick one, say I don't know, that one would be the central leader, or this one, and just kind of trim it enough so that they're not all reaching for the sun at the same time. That would probably work. And these buds are too tight to even figure out if it's going to fruit. So we'll have to check back on this in maybe, I don't know, another 2 weeks. So that's it for the persimmons. They're doing great. Hopeful for a good crop this year. And we'll see what happens. Thanks for hanging out.